Hello, hello, hello. How are we doing today? It is Wednesday, the 26th of April. How are we doing today? Doing good? Ready to do some rewiring of the brain, the anxious brain, to confidence, to calmness, a bit of relaxation. Are you ready for that? Are you? I sure hope so. How are we doing? Have you hit the like button, the thumbs up? You know, we go live here Monday, Wednesday, Friday. 3 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. East Coast, 11 p.m. in the United Kingdom. And we do, on Wednesdays, hypnosis, live hypnosis. On Mondays, we do Monday motivational. Fridays, we do motivational, more chilled out. Like we're doing more stoic stuff this Friday. And of course, my name is Joseph Clough. Been doing this for like 23 years, which is crazy to think. Crazy. Been doing hypnosis for over 2 decades. And it's my mission to help you let go of anxiety, worries, fears, and doubts and be the self-authentic, self-assured, the self-certain person you can possibly be, despite what you've been through. You see, that can be reasons and learnings which will show us a way of being different in the future. We may come into this world blank, go through those events, but if you can learn from them consciously and unconsciously, you then not only go back into wholeness, but you absorb those learnings along the way. So even though we've been through some not so cool events, let's learn from them, let's grow from them, and let's get better because of them, right? That's a bit of a reframe. Get better because of them. Usually we think, I can't do anything because of them. No, maybe we can be more than ever. I'm very thankful for my past issues of anxiety, low self-esteem, self-consciousness, blushing, not feeling I was good enough, worthy, deserving, capable, all those things. Because it caused me to do this, to be here right now. That's what we're after. We're almost at 20,000 subs on YouTube. 14 million downloads, I cannot remember. I think 13 million downloads on the podcast alone. So let's stick together. And what I will say, a quick shout out to Jen. Jen made a kind contribution to the channel of $25 wonderful dollars. So thank you, my friend. That just goes back into the show to hopefully reach more people. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So kind. Some people super chat sometimes, some people contribute on the website. In fact, I think Jen is pretty much the sole contributor of the contributions. So thank you ever so much, Jen. You are hepping amazing. And she'll know what I mean by that. Or hipping. She's just a trapeze. Rosella is here saying, looking forward to experiencing the hypnosis. Wonderful. Great to have you here. Tanya is here as well. Hello, and you hit the thumbs up. So thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. Hey, Christine, great to have you. I don't like how it keeps these here. Oh, no, yeah, there. Oh. Great to have you on the... still there. Sorry, Rosella. I didn't mean to say you're still there or anything. Christina's here. Welcome, my friend. Pleased that you got us live. Mina is here as well, saying, hello, everybody. Great to have you. The Grim is here, saying good evening. And to everyone as well. Awesome to have you here, my friend. I was catching you, as you know, catching your stream last night. Angelo's back saying, Looking forward to the hypnosis session. Christy is back again as well. Great to have you. MZs, I can't even imagine you ever feeling that way. I felt it every single day. Definitely. The dread, the anxiety, all those thoughts of not being good enough. I definitely felt them for 18 years. But it caused me to do this. Med is here. Oh, Med is here saying greetings all. Greetings to you. There you go, Jen. Although, by memory, I know, MZ, you wouldn't know this, but just so I'm correcting myself in the future, it's double N for Jen. I'm sure of it in this case. But that's not about you, MZ. I'm just reminding myself. Hey, Simon, great to have you here. Saying what's up? All good, my friend. I've been very tired still. I have to admit. I had a nap. I need to figure what that is. Is it nutrients? Is it lack of sleep? Didn't have much sleep last night. And the count of the drink, we only have one up front so far. One's in the other room, one's over there. And I've got one Topo Chico left, and I'm saving that for a special occasion. Or a sunny day. Do I lift? Do you even lift, bro? Do you even lift, bro? I was lifting today. I see my personal trainer twice per week. I got a lot of work to do. But I go running 4 times a week for around roughly 3 to 4 miles. That's my main exercise, but it's also my therapy as well. It gets me to think. Rosaline says, hi Joseph, sounds like a good one coming up. Always happy to be here. It's always a pleasure to have you here, my friend. Welcome back. It's always great to see the familiar faces. You are most welcome. Yeah, I mean, on YouTube, she actually has her user account name. So we wouldn't even know, but I know, because I know. Hey Heather, from Cambridge, UK, my birthplace. The place I grew up and probably stayed there on average about, because I moved for a couple of years. So might add the year minus the 2 months, add 1 day, and forget about it because I can't even remember all those days or the hours or the times. And I think probably for about 28 years I've spent in Cambridge. Probably, give or take a year or 2. I think maybe because I got exhausted by them. Having a niece running around. So maybe that's why I'm just like decompression mode. Just, oh my goodness. But I get to experience it all again next month. This time next month. But it won't be just one niece. I'll be seeing another niece. And another 2 nephews as well. So yeah, maybe it's that. But I think it's a bit of sleep. A lack of good sleep. I've been averaging like 6.5 hours sleep a night. Which for me, I know like people might go, oh my goodness, that's a lot. Because I know people do that. But my body operates around 7:30 to 8 hours. But usually 7.5 is good for me. But yeah, I could do with some decompression time. Sit on the beach. I got a beach down the road. I should just go to the beach one day. I got a pool I don't even go. Do you know how crazy is this? Do you know how crazy this is? So I live in a complex, so like it's like a gated community, and they have the most beautiful pool and sauna. I mean, I spend enough to be here, right? In California. And it was the first time in about a year and a half that I actually went to the pool. And I live in a sunny place, a warm place most of the year. And it was the first time I visited the pool was just because my niece wanted to go. I mean, we went a couple of times, but it was the first time I went there. So I know these are like all problems, which aren't really problems, I get it, but I just work a lot. I think that's what it is. I do work a lot of hours. So I'm not trying to say poor me, by the way. Yeah, I feel mentally fine, just like a bit fatigued. Ah, thank you, my friend. Yeah, I appreciate you, by the way. You're so awesome. Yeah, I do quite a bit. And the podcast, these live streams, does take a bit of time. Takes a bit of time of my week, about a day of my week. But I love doing it. Like I'm not trying to say like poor me whatsoever. So here we go. So do you think of yourself as a workaholic? The aholic side has a bad connotation. If we think of, say, alcoholic, we think that's really, really not good for the body and so on, right? What other aholics are there? I don't know. Maybe one come back to me. Because you don't really say smokeaholic, do you? So, if we say in the typical terms, yes, I'm a workaholic, but not in the negative consequences, because I actually love what I do. I am excited. I like working on Sundays, lazy Sundays, I call them, like lazy working. I work half a Saturday. Ah, you got one, shopaholic. See, that has lots of bad consequences as well. But my workaholicness is because I just like working. I just enjoy working. I like thinking about my business. I like thinking about people, like how I can help them. There we go. That's what I honestly try to do. And that is from my heart. I just want to help people. Thank you, Simon. Not sure. I needed more work, but I appreciate all that. Wonderful, kind words. No. Maybe a business partner. But I am quite happily independent. I've had conversations about that with people recently. Yeah, I can slow down a little bit. But another reason, an excuse, which is a beautiful and wonderful excuse, because, you ready? Are you ready? Oh. I gotta, 1 second. Let's see if that works. That's a little bit better. We got the little Sebastian here, proudly wearing a Texas vest. I would call it a vest. Hey, little Bassy boy. So there is Sebastian doing for a nice, wonderful little walk just before the stream in the sun. But Bassy, you a good boy? He's looking at me right now like he's looking up. So that's why I'm trying to look at him at the same time. You a good boy? Are you a good boy? He's my baby boy, that one. So that is Lil Sebastian. He's after his eye surgery. He's done very, very well, haven't you? But, so as you don't know, I co-parent with my ex, and we're really good friends still, and everything's beautiful and wonderful. And I just picked him up yesterday. So we've been hanging out a little bit. But like one of the reasons I say because him and Mr. C kind of territorial at times. So at night it gets interesting. Mr. C is in the other room, so he's in the other room. He might sneak up on me like that sometimes, but he's in the other room because I saw him in there. Oh, thank you, Christine. That's awesome, Med. Love it. I read The 4-Hour Workweek when I was in my early 20s. Actually, my trainer sent me a video of because he does a podcast as well, talking about hypnosis. But yeah, I have. I have read it. But that's Lil Sebastian. The schnoodle. I don't know why he's representing Texas today, but that's okay as well. Yes, he is. Oh, 3, 2, wide awake. He's a boy. The bass cam. So there we have it. Yeah, Scottish band as well, right? Scottish band, if I remember correctly. Exactly, don't mess with Texas. I loved living in Texas for 2 years. It was just the humidity I couldn't really take for 9 months. 10 months of the year. But that's just me. No. No, I have not. Interesting name for a book, too. So those who are in Austin or Texas in general, one of the weirdest things I saw, not weird, Buc-ee's. Anyone been to Texas and visited a Buc-ee's? It is a gas station, or if you're in England, a garage, right, where you get petrol. And it is the biggest gas station you can imagine. There are well over like 100 pumps, no word of a lie. You go in there and they go, "Welcome to Buc-ee's," and they have everything you can think of, like fishing equipment. They have all this food, fresh food. Is it a kolaches, if I pronounced it? So here we go. New Brunfels. Brunfels. You'll know, right? You must have been to a Buc-ee's. We had some friends visiting and we just took them, not just there of course, but for an experience on the way to a place. It is crazy. Look it up. I think it's about Buccies. It's not like the C. It's not like CK, by the way, as far as I remember. It is crazy. It is crazy. We've got hypnosis for focus. But it is very hard to build a business for 4 hours a week. I mean, so with the Tim Ferriss book, it's very outdated now. I will say that, or I'm presuming, since I've read it, thinking about the comparison, it's very different now. But to me, the whole theme was outsourcing your life. So yeah, I don't think I ever went to Whataburger, actually. What's the other one I did go to, though? I can't remember. It was like a turquoise green. I don't know if it's just Austin, though. But yeah, I hear a lot about Whataburger. What I did when I was there. No idea. Okay, I might check it out. That might be fighting words for some people. I know a person we lived across in the apartment, he was a fanatic Whataburger. Like, he went to the headquarters, which is kind of close by to Austin, I think. But there was another place, which was really... It wasn't that one, though. Oh, I cannot remember. But people like it a lot as well. P. Terry's. P. Terry's. P. Terry's even. Not over there. P. Terry's. People seem to really like P. Terry's. Okay, it's 22 minutes past. Let's get to some hypnosis. You're making me hungry. And let's go for where we want to go. Oh, but quickly here, though. I had been once, but my brother, sister-in-law, and niece came out, and they were like, we gotta go to Cheesecake. So we went to Cheesecake, and I said to them, look, we don't need one each. I promise you. I've been here once before. I played that game. And they were like adamant they wanted the, like, one each, all for us to share of their cakes. We could only, like, eat one whole one in quantity. But yeah, I think it's a very American thing. To me, it is. Got all the questions about food. Been there like twice. So I'll be honest with you. Although I hear lots of good things about In-N-Out, and you've said lots of good things about, or some people said not so good things about Whataburger, I just personally do not eat fast food. And even if it's kind of good quality food as well, like some are, right? I just don't go in situations where I need to get fast food. So it's not like I'm not just trying to avoid them. But I just don't eat fast food. It's just what it is. I don't know. But yeah, I remember their milkshake being good. Med, I will not put that comment on screen, just to keep it PG. I know it's, I don't know. Thank you, Christine, about the book. I'll look into it. Yeah, I just don't eat fast food, just in general. As in, like, the chain kind of stuff. Like, I cannot remember the last time I had a Burger King or a McDonald's. I KFC when I was a kid once. Well, a couple of times as a kid, but not since then. I just don't. Like, still like a burger, I just don't go get those at those places. What can I say? What can I do? Okay, we've got a bannable offense right now, and it wasn't for Med's comment. I take this very, very seriously. We might have to ban someone today, shall we? What on earth is all that about? Christy, you've been here for a long time. But that is almost on par of MZ never having watched Home Alone, that's pretty much there. That's bannable. Oh my goodness. What a food technologist superstar. No, it's definitely bannable. No, we don't really ban people. Spam, we ban. Not the food. So we'll start the episode soon. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Is anxiety like an undefined fear? It's the fear of what if. Like, it's what if this happens? I don't want that to happen. So it is definitely in the family of fear. But it's just a different way. But let's just go take it back a little bit more, and feel free to listen to my last live stream, which was on just Monday, because we did like the conscious part. But it's a protection mechanism gone wrong. The unconscious mind made a decision to try to keep you safe based on maybe a certain event or significant events along the way, and got stuck. And therefore, things get out of control. But yeah, like the fear of the unknown, or the fear of just things happening, like bad consequences. Potentially simply because I detest, and I say that in a strong way, I detest ketchup. Almost to the degree of a phobia. Not a real phobia, but I detest it. The thought, the sight. Yeah. It was, I remember the date. It was in December. I don't know the date. It was in December 2002. And we were talking about movies, and Mina said she'd never watched Home Alone. We had to end the stream right there because everyone was in shock. Everyone just left the stream. So I was just talking to no one. So I just cancelled the stream. And we had a week of reflection as to should we really stream again. Yeah, that was a the reflection. Yeah, hate's a strong word. I detest it. Which is kind of like hate. Exactly. I played a bit of cricket at school. Not very good. Football was better though. Soccer, that is. There we go. Yeah, never had it. Oh, sorry. I've had it by mistake. When I was a kid, I went to McDonald's and they put it in as a mistake. Never had it growing up. But anyway, we must really, I love chatting with you, but we are actually here to do some hypnosis. Never had it. Never had it either. I live a not a shallow life. What's the word? Sheltered life. But let's get to the show. But yeah, I'll go for the bit of mayo hummus. She had, at the time, it was neither of them, but it was definitely watched the first one because of that. But let's get to the I'm thinking about my coaching calls now. Let's get to the live stream podcast recording. If you're new here, I'm Joseph Clough, and I do hypnosis on Wednesdays. This is the Wednesday. Look at your calendar, it is Wednesday. And we're doing anxiety hypnosis session, Rewiring. And it is fantastic from Tanya. Episode 816. Can you believe it? 816 episodes. So with that, let's get to the live hypnosis session, working on resolving anxiety. Welcome back to the podcast. My name is Joseph Clough, and this is episode 816. And in this episode, we're following up from what we did on the previous episode, which you could say is like the conscious mindset, the thinking, the understanding of rewiring the anxiety brain, the anxious brain. And we did a cool little exercise. So if you did not listen or watch that one on YouTube or listen to it on the app, please go ahead and do so. You don't have to do it right now, but it's very, very complimentary. And that exercise may even just blow your mind as to how powerful your mind really is. So as we go ahead and do this hypnosis session, it is always best to be in a nice, calm, comfortable position. Please be not doing anything else. In other words, not operating any form of machinery, no driving. And ideally, if you have earphones on as well, not a necessity, but I really prefer having the earphones because I intend to be able to move my voice around your mind. So go ahead and just get yourself in a nice, comfortable position, and let's see what magic we can create in really getting the unconscious mind back on your side to be calm, relaxed in every single way. Okay. So go ahead. And get yourself in a nice, relaxed position. And just be here now. You see, anxiety is only here to protect us. We might not like the feeling or the experience, but remember the intention. So just relax, knowing it's trying to protect you. And if we connect with your unconscious mind, we can get it to protect us without it. So set the intention, send a signal throughout your neurology that it's time to rewire how our mind works on a psychological, a neurological, and physiological beautiful experience, where every time you listen to this, your unconscious mind will continue to learn. So breathe in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Because I'm going to count down from 10 down to 0. And with each number I count down, you will feel more relaxed and at ease, ready to learn, ready to grow, in a state of peace, relaxation, and wholeness. Down from 10, down to 9. You see, being in this moment together, you can allow my voice to go with you into trance, where you can take on those things I say if you choose, if you feel they will allow you to be safer and more protected. And as you relax, you can learn. And as you learn, you can relax. Down from 9, down to 8. You see, at the back of the mind, the unconscious mind can assume more responsibility in guiding and in directing your attention to those things that need attention. Going down from 8, down to 7, and just relax now. You see, all hypnosis is learning how to go into hypnosis. Sometimes you'll go into a deep, profound state, and at other times you'll go into a light, profound state of awareness. And I trust your unconscious mind to take you to the depth of trance that will produce the greatest level of change that will allow you to be safer and more secure. So relax now. As we are guided into trance. Down to 7. Allowing more comfort into your being with each breath out. Relax. And you can sleep in trance. And by sleep, I don't necessarily mean to fall asleep, but to go to that place of total learning. You see, when you learn what is needed to learn, you will be safer, and therefore the anxiety is no longer needed, for there are safer ways of being. Down to 6, and just relax, allowing that comfort to grow, allowing your muscles to relax and decompress, soothing, softening with each passing moment. Your mind and your body softens, where you can welcome more peace, relaxation, comfort, ease, inner security, even love, and soon new ways of acting and reacting, being free of anxiety. That's it. Down to 5, and relax down to 4. You see, you being here, it means you're ready to learn and let go. And it causes you to go on that journey of change. And it's a good thing to go on that journey of change, isn't it? You see, when you begin to change, you can transform and receive new insights, new learnings, and new ways of how to feel, act, react, from 4 down to 3, allowing that gentle awareness to be directed to the unconscious mind. Down to 2, and just relax. That's it. You, the unconscious mind, can assume that responsibility now. Going down from 1, where you may even see 0, you may hear, feel, or just know. As you go down from 1, down to 0, and beneath it, where you may feel heavily relaxed, or you may free float in time, space, and energy. That's it. It is time to learn. It is time to grow. So take a moment and just consider exactly how you would like to be. Just consider it now. Just consider how you'd like to be confident, self-certain, and free of anxiety. And if you could imagine, wherever you see it, hear it, or feel, or just know, as if there were another you who is about to learn this strategy in being free of anxiety and to feel so self-assured and self-certain. You may wonder, what this you need to know? What this you need to know that once known will set you free? What insights, strategies would this you need? You may even fill this you up with a sense of ease and self-assurance, a level of comfort, confidence, and competence. What resources would this you need? That's it. Sometimes we have that little signal to go, now it's time to change. To give us permission to change. And that signal can come from many different ways, from sounds, from inner knowings. But send down those inner resources. You see, sometimes I think of the unconscious mind as if it's a child or a pet. Not in a bad way, but like they're trying to please us, but they don't always know how because they're young. So sometimes we need to give the right training, the learnings that we can receive ourselves. So I wonder, if you were to give the learnings that this unconscious part of you needs, what would they be? How would you direct and train that part of the brain, the body, the unconscious? Sometimes it can be words of love and affirmation. Sometimes it's direction. But fill that you up with everything you need, and then observe this you going through certain situations where in the past you may have felt anxiety. But notice how this you, as you observe this you, acts and reacts calmly, self-assured, competent. For you are literally directing and observing the powerful you. See this you, or hear, feel, or know, spontaneously practicing over and over again in a way that allows you to get better and better and better. Notice how your physiology is relaxed in that observation. Maybe even a smile, because you can smile when you're doing great. In fact, you can feel good for no reason at all, but especially good, feeling so good as you observe this you being great and safe and secure. And in your mind's eye, you may see this you practice the same situation over and over again. So you're completely happy and rehearsed as to how you will be. You may even consider alternative situations and spontaneously practice those too, over and over again. For you're pre-teaching the unconscious. You are giving the thing that was needed, the direction and strategy. That's it. So spontaneously practice many times. And sometimes we gotta think it's gotta be slow. But your wonderful brain can do this so fast, beyond that you could even imagine, whilst deeply detailed in how you would like to feel good, safe, and secure. And of course, you can thank your unconscious mind. Thank your unconscious mind for making these changes. That's it. And as you consider the successful completion of any event where you felt so good, so strong, so safe, and so secure, maybe you can give yourself that inner hug to hug the unconscious mind. That grace, that love for the very nature of you, your beingness. And even thank yourself for being here today, wishing to improve, because that is amazing. And in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. And with each number I count up, you'll become gently aware of coming back to the energy level of your choice. But when we get to 5, you'll be out of trance at that energy level of choice. So decide it now. Because 1, every muscle can just begin to reawaken that bit more, becoming more alert. At 2, every fiber and every cell of your neurology creating new neural networks of peace and calm and confidence, becoming more and more alert. At 3, you begin to go ahead and physically stretch. Physically stretching your body, becoming more and more alert. And at 4, you can begin to imagine and to know and to feel that nice, cool calmness within you, refreshing your hair, your head, the eyes, the back of the eyes. And at 5, you can come all the way back to now, all the way back to now, and open your eyes, ready to create the future. That's it. Welcome back from that hypnosis session. I sure hope you enjoyed it and got value from it, because I love creating hypnosis sessions, and if I can do as many as I can for free, then I just know together we can start to make the changes, not only in our life, but the nature of you changing changes the world, and it changes those in your life, and we can allow those ripple effects go far and wide. And if you want to be a part of those ripple effects by supporting me, you don't have to do it financially. It's as simple as taking 30 seconds to a minute in leaving a review for this audio, for the app, and so on. You just have to go to josephclough.info/review. It will take you to the relevant link of your app store, and that means you can just quicken the process. And you scroll down a little bit where it has like the stars and it says write a review. You click that button or tap it and leave a review. The sad truth is not many people leave reviews for people. Usually they're going to be bad ones, but since we don't really get bad ones, we don't really get any reviews. We get some, of course. We got one today, or yesterday in fact. But if you can leave a review, it just means someone who is scrolling on the App Store, who is in desperate need of sleep, a desperate need of letting go of stress, and they have no way out of that feeling, that thought. Well, if they see your words, and that set of words that you say causes them to go on a journey of discovery and listen to each and every one. I mean, if everyone listened to every one of the podcasts, you're going to be transformed, let alone just the hypnosis sessions. You don't know the ripple that you are creating by the nature of leaving a review. And I really mean that. You help the app grow. Which then I invest more into it, and we're putting some updates out very, very soon. So please go to josephclough.info/review to leave a review, because it is supporting us, help so many people in every single way. So I hope you got value from this. Just know that I believe in you. I know what is possible. I've been on the side of anxiety, dread, fear, self-doubt, and I've been on the other side now for over 22 years, and I am committed and decisive to do whatever I can to support you in any way I can, from all my free work to my 8-week customized program. There is an investment for that. You can always go to josephclough.info/talk for that one, TALK. But there is an investment. But if not, just use all the free stuff. It's absolutely okay. I don't mind taking the expense on that. And if I can support you through these free audios, I'm always going to continue to do so. That's why we're at episode 816 already. So with that, my friend, I look forward to speaking to you on a future episode. Many thanks and goodbye. Okay. That was the live hypnosis session. We had a special guest, Mr. Sebastian, making a little movement. You are most welcome. So pleased you enjoyed it. Nice. So pleased you enjoyed it. Thank you, Superstar Rosa, as well, who has recently supported the show with a super chat, or two in fact, in the last 7 or so days. So thank you, Rosa. That's okay, because that means we're releasing. We are releasing at the unconscious level. Good work, my friends. So, Med, you've been saying this for a long time. You've been saying... You've been saying this for a long time. But I appreciate you whenever you get the time to do so. I know things get in our way and times passes and so on. But it really does support us. Help people. Now, I'll still do it anyway. But it really does help if you want to be a part of a change. No problems, Mina. So pleased you enjoyed it. Yeah. Did you hear it? Him? Did you see how I transitioned into it? If you did, we call that utilization. So if like the garbage man or the trash man or whatever man you call it, take away we'd call them the bin men in England. That happened, like taking away the old stuff, all the old rubbish, because we'd call it rubbish. Could be old trash. If something falls to the floor, you can just say penny dropped. So I just kind of leaned into the whole assign a signal and then led into the training a pet, or also add a child there as well. Yeah, I think he gets commission now. But the commission, by the way, it's about, on my live stream commissions, I get under $1 for the whole stream. So your commission, we've been live for over an hour. He barked for like or growled for a couple of seconds. Did drink some water though, so we have to add a bit of time for that. But if we take a dollar, say, and divide that into, I think you're about 1 cent. I think he's on about 1 cent. Or a penny. But Sebastian doesn't know about English. I try to teach him about the Great British Pound, but... Exactly, you got to utilize. Thank you. That's so kind of you. You are so awesome, my friend. I do love doing this. I could happily make this my full-time job. Obviously, I do hypnosis full-time on my program and everything, but I mean, become a full-time live streamer. So kind. Nice. So awesome, Rosetta. Thank you. It definitely counts when he owes me a ton of money in rent, in eye surgery, in medication that I buy, pet food. So yeah, that 1 cent will not make a dent in his bills that he's racking up at this hotel. So where do we go to write a review? Thank you so much. Quick, if you... Oh, I gotta change. I gotta figure out how to do that to make that go. Best thing to do is just go to josephclough.info/review. It's going to take you to one of my web pages with the instructions on how to leave a review. Vague, I mean, they're pretty simple. But then you'll have like the Google Play or the Apple icon. And if you're an Apple, you just click that Apple icon. It'll take you to the App Store where my listing is, you could say. And then you'd click into that. If I got to add to it, don't click that one. That'll charge me, and I don't really want that. But you'll see like the little JC symbol. And click into that. And then you scroll down and it says like write a review. You write the review and you hit hopefully 5 stars and then submit or send, I think it is on the Apple. And just for those who know on Android, we talked about this. We had a live testing of the Android. The problems seem to have been fixed, but there are a couple of things I want it to do. But it should hopefully be out, hopefully this weekend. Hopefully this weekend for those Android users who some phones on Android, there's so many even, they have conflicts. So I've invested so far around, just in the fix, for about $3,000-4,000 so far. Because we're adding lots of different things to it. And then the next phase, we're going to add all the other things to it. So I'm super excited. I love getting that out as soon as possible. But yeah, josephclough.info/review. Nice. That is what we're after. Awesome, Simon. So please, you got value from that, and let's keep it going. Keep the repetitive listening. Yes. So wear, tear, gas, maintenance, which also means he's got to pay for like the heating and air conditioning. My dog walking fees are very expensive. So he's got to pay for that. Do you reckon I could tell that to the pet people, the vets? So, he just plays in cuteness and unconditional love. I'll leave you with him. I'll be back in 30 minutes. I might try it. They do love him. He army crawls and howls. Oh my goodness. Maybe I've got 2 Indian dinners lined up. I don't know if I told you that, but they're in the calendar. They're in my diary. So I know 2 places, but I'm looking for a 3rd Indian dinner spot. But a place I've gone to, which is really good, they've changed hands. So my dad said he's gonna like feel it out and see how it's different. So there'll be 3 potential opportunities to live stream. That'll be a proper, what do they call it? Oh my goodness, IRL. In real life. Thank you, Rosella. You have a great rest of your day, and yeah, see you Friday, my friend. No. I thought about, like, playfully, totally, like, I'd never go to my accountant and go, do you reckon we could pull this off? Do you reckon we could? Playfully in my mind, I was like, well, if either one of them are on stream, they're a talent and they have expenses, which I pay for. That was the only way I thought about it, but as a playful thought in my mind, if I could write off his appearance fees. Like, thinking about, like, pets in Hollywood or, you know, TV shows, do they have write-offs? Do they just go to the owner of, like, the pet actors? Do they even have a union? Those snakes and animals and dogs and things, do they have a union? Are they unionized for their rights? The long hours on set? I don't know. Do they have a guild they're a part of? Do they have to be a part of a guild? Do they pay into that guild, which therefore is a I don't know. There's so many questions which I do not have the answers. But that's what I thought of in the past, which I would never go to my accountant and say. He would probably want to sack me as a client. Have I been to Stonehenge? I've been a couple of times. One when it was very close to it. The second time, I probably got a better view from the motorway. Who do you think built it and why? I do not know. There are so many different places which are aligned with stars and things like that. They must have had a deeper knowledge that we give probably people credit of the past. But, like, I can never say the word. Mount Pichu. Oh, what is it in Peru? Someone will correct me. But even like Egypt. I went to the Valley of the Kings once. It's where they take the kings from Cairo to wherever the Valley of the Kings are. I can't remember now. Yes, I do. Luxor. And just old things, right? Yet so precisely built, which is crazy. So I have no idea. I would even be hesitant to guess based on our limited knowledge. And since if I have limited knowledge about something, I don't really talk about it on stream. Like, people could say, what do you think about this situation going on in the world? I'm like, I just don't know. I'm not a specialist in all those things. Anxiety and stuff, yeah. But I don't want to impose my thoughts, which have no substance. If that makes sense. That's right. What's that about? In Cambridge? No, the Indian place, we've got we know like two great places we go to. If you're talking about the Indian food, because we're talking about going back and live streaming. But it's in Bournemouth, which it's changed hands. Nice, it was great to have you on the stream. That would be kind of cool. Do a live stream with my family. I don't think I'll actually be there in these areas, unfortunately. I'd like to see Tom Hardy, though. Machu Picchu, yeah, that's the one. See, I don't know. I don't know. I'm open. I'm open to know, but I don't know. I don't know what I don't know. I do know what I do know. But yeah, some things are crazy. No, there was in Luxor. But you know, like in Las Vegas, they have the Pyramid Hotel Luxor. That's the Valley of the Kings. So when I was in Egypt, we flew to do a day trip to Luxor, and it was crazy, like the size of some of these things. And we went all the way into the tombs, the ones which will open up because they kind of close them for restoration. I think just for like moisture as well, because you got to keep the right humidity. There you go, maybe. I always like the theory that aliens are just future humans. Because if that were to be true, and I don't know if it's true, I don't even know at all. But if you think of like way back how we were far more bigger, hairier, muscular, and now we're less hairy, far less muscular. And you know when you see like the evolution from like whatever you call it from the beginning to human, I think then the next one's just gonna be aliens. Because when you think about it, you go on a spaceship, you're in gravity. Therefore, you lose bone density. You lose bone density. So therefore, aliens, when you see them, not that I've seen one, but I'm aware of, they don't have much bone density, so you don't need it in space. And they rely on the brain more. I don't know. Who knows? I definitely don't know. But I do love all that stuff, though. True. There may have been other... Did anyone look into that... Is it Ancient Apocalypse on Netflix? Is it Ancient Apocalypse? I have experienced many a things paranormal. They may well be explained, but they were very paranormal to me personally, which I cannot explain. Yeah, it could be. Some people, though, say it could be mushrooms. The hallucinogenics, which spark something off as well. Like the quicker, the accelerant. Accelerant? Is that even a word? At least the acceleration of probably the second and the third brain of things. Some people actually say resonance was a tool. I don't know though. I've heard of 10th Planet. Same, same. My grandmother heard things a lot. Things she didn't want to hear, which came true. Or she'd see things and hear things. And she didn't like it. She tried to bury it away, that. Whether you believe it or not, I believe my grandmother, and I experienced some things. But she was very tuned in, and she did not want to be tuned in. So she tried to bury it. There are countless examples of her knowing things. But there we go. But there we go. We've covered today. What have we covered? Texas, Buc-ee's, food, hypnosis, back to food, to... Was it straight to aliens after food? We've done... Oh, obviously, tax write-offs if there are opportunities for pets. We've had quiet. Yeah, it was my gran. We've had quite the kaleidoscope of subjects. And we, oh my god, I'm not going to say it, but we've been streaming for an hour and 20 minutes. Just me talking for an hour and 20 minutes. 86 minutes specifically for the 10-minute countdown. So I should really do some work. If I don't want to take the boy out again. So as much as I know in my, I promise you this, Tanya. In my mind, I said to myself, it's going to be a short stream. No, we'll just do some hypnosis because I'm a bit tired myself. We'll do a short stream. Because it's hypnosis. Hypnosis used to be like shorter streams because we talk for like 10-15 minutes and then the hypnosis session is like 15-20 minutes, where usually I can talk longer than I do a hypnosis session. Well, I could do long hypnosis sessions, but it's just the way it is. I like to do 20-minute hypnosis sessions. So I said to myself, we're going to have a shorter stream today. And so not the curse, whatever you'd call it. What do you call it? But every time I've ever said it's going to be a short stream, and now if I just think about it, spontaneously it comes out as a long stream more than usual. Yeah, there's lots of lights in it. And there's all those new things though, right? The, is it Commander Favor or someone? Exactly. I know. Today I get to do a long stream and I surprise myself, it's like 15 minutes long. But thank you all for being here. As I said, I have got some work to do before I settle and actually relax. So I will be back on Friday. We're going into the nature of stoicism, stoicness, with some stoic questions, which will also help you with your anxiety to dissociate. I knew a joke about that specific joke about being in denial, and the person is in denial, like drowning, going, I'm in denial, I'm in denial. But I cannot remember it. But you know probably the joke, Mad. Oh no. So thank you ever so much. Please hit the like button. We've got 16 thumbs up so far on my screen. So if you haven't hit the like button, please go ahead and do so. And it's now 4:20 p.m. my time, so an hour and 20 minutes of talking. So I will stop right now, and I will speak to you all on Friday. Same time, 3 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. East Coast, 11 p.m. United Kingdom. The music started. I was going to try to end it right on that moment, but no problems. Thank you, Sandra. So pleased you enjoyed it. Great to have you here. Yes, I will rest up. I will rest up. I need to. I get to. Okay, many thanks and goodbye.